Welcome, dear visitors. Today we have selected this beautiful work of Daniel Buren to present this to you. So this is a work that was developed in 2006 after his enormous exhibition in the Guggenheim Museum in New York, where he exhibited in a one-man show after coming back from the 70s. In 1970, there was a big show in the Guggenheim Museum, New York, with a group show with different artists. And Daniel Buren has been one of those artists, and he presented a huge canvas in the central staircase of the Guggenheim Museum. And it was so huge and enormous that all the other artists were angry because you couldn't see their works very well through the staircases, and so he had to remove this work. It was a big scandal in 1970, but later in 2006 he returned with a huge one-man show, which was a big retrospective in the Guggenheim Museum, and it was full of honor. And of course it was very good for him to return with a one-man show after they had kicked him out in the group show. So 1 year after, we presented this wonderful show with new works. It has been altogether 19 works in my galleries in Mainz. 2 galleries. One was in the house with the brick stones, which was very difficult to present Daniel's works. And the other one was in my big warehouse, Halle Dammweg in Mainz-Laubenheim. It was a huge space of at least 350 square meters and with a high ceiling of 7 meters high. And there we could present one of these masterworks of the exhibition, like the one you see here in behind. It's a fundamental work because it's consisting of these elements of the 8.7 large high vertical white lines going from up to down, down to up, however, and mixed with colored shapes. These colored shapes he developed actually by the exhibition in New York when he had this big retrospective. He looked in the ceiling of the rotunda and he saw the glass windows and the beautiful light who was coming through, like you can see here. And he started to work with this light. He said, oh, it's so beautiful if light is coming through these windows, making shadows. And so he started to work with the light. He put some transparent filters in magenta color on the roof window and the rose window, and it left beautiful shapes on the floor, like you can see here. And short after, we had our one-man show. And as it's usual for Daniel Buren, he just sent the concept. He asked you to get the different materials. In this case, it was the steel frame, it was the glasses or plexiglass here, it was the transparent filters in different colors, and of course, the 8.7 centimeters large white stripe. And then we worked about 1 week together with the assistants in the Halle Dammweg, and we have a beautiful catalog which shows the process of developing. The very beautiful time in these days have been that we had a lot of time to speak with Daniel, to ask about his work, to put questions, to learn how to glue tapes on windows, because this is something very difficult. I can tell you, we had to learn this. And then after this week, it was really a wonderful feeling. So it was like a community who developed together an exhibition. And in the last evening before the opening, it was about midnight, we had finished all the 19 works, but none of these works were on display yet. So the next morning we started really in a hurry to mount all these works, which were not so easy because it was not just hanging on the wall like canvas works, which is very easy, but we had to mount this, as you can see here, with a distance to the wall. So we had to develop strategies to present the works. because one of the very important things is the shadow who's coming through, or from outside like here, or from inside with lights, but to create a new space. It's not a plain work like a canvas or painting or something like this, but it's a three-dimensional work. It creates some sort of architecture, because he creates a room here in front of the works, or if the light comes from the front, it's in the back of the works. So you can walk around. It's creating some sort of architecture. And but 10 minutes until 4 p.m. in the afternoon, the mounting was finished, and at 4 o'clock the exhibition could start. It was really a wonderful experience, and I'm very proud to have this experience, to work together with Daniel Buren so directly, and to learn from him, and to understand his thoughts and his way of working, because he works always in situ and not in the studio at home, and so every exhibition is unique, like ours.